Here's a live look at the Vatican this morning. After the funeral for Pope Francis and 9 days of mourning, the focus inside the Vatican now turns to finding his successor. Today, more than 130 Catholic cardinals will come together behind the locked doors of the Sistine Chapel for the start of the highly secretive conclave, the centuries-old process of electing the next leader of the Catholic faith. Jay Gray is at the Vatican this morning with a closer look at the process and what's at stake for 1.4 billion Catholics around the world.
As the conclave begins, there's a sense this could mark an historic turning point for the Catholic faith.
Pope Francis really set Catholicism on a new course. Are we going to maintain that course, or are we going to retrench somehow?
If there is any division behind the locked doors of the Sistine Chapel, it will likely center on whether the Church continues and even expands progressive reforms initiated by Francis, or, as some conservative cardinals have suggested, returns to the more rigid roles, traditions, and doctrines that defined Catholicism for centuries.
Are we going to have a pope who gets up and says, Francis was a disaster, we need to go back to the old church? I don't think that's going to happen.
Vatican watchers say the new pope must be someone who, like Francis, can bridge the gap between factions within the church.
What Pope Francis did in emphasizing mercy, in terms of emphasizing meeting people where they are, listening to what is needed among the people of God, that defies labels of traditional versus progressive.
Those who will vote say any labels or leanings will not play a role in their decision.
We support whoever is the best person. We don't know. So, but we don't choose a pope based on continent, based on race, based on language. We choose a pope that is truly can be the successor of St. Peter. Yeah, the one who can look after the whole world.
As the whole world now waits to see who they choose. Jay Gray, NBC News, the Vatican. This conclave will be the largest and most diverse in the history of the Catholic Church. A vast majority of the cardinals, 108, have never taken part in this process, but that will change in just a few hours when they take their oath and cast their first ballots. At the Vatican, I'm Jay Gray. Back to you now.